It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, we made it to the weekend. What's happening, everybody? Showtime, Geno Jones Showtime. So I am coming to you live. Yes, coming to you live today on a Friday, June 12th, 2026. Tell everybody, like, share, and subscribe to the show. I had a great monologue last night. Please, if you didn't get a chance, go back and check it out. I had a very powerful conversation. I had a special commentary monologue talking about, especially, we got into the situation, what happened with Carmelo Anthony. Talked about that in detail. And Cyrus Carmack Belton was a 14-year-old kid that was, he was killed. The killers got away with murder. We talked about that. The story's been around. As Asian business owner. He owned a convenience store. And of course, Carmelo Anthony, teenager at a track meet, was being bullied, pulled out a knife to defend himself, and he killed the bully, and he was convicted. Carmelo Anthony, was 17 when this crime happened. Was given, first of all, was convicted of murder, 35 years. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I didn't practice. I didn't take the Texas bar. I'm still want to stand your ground, and maybe, as a matter of fact, one of my guests, he is in law enforcement, so he can help me out, even though he's here in South Carolina. But I know all these southern states, I talked about it. There's a stand your ground law. So, which means you have the legal right to stand your ground if you feel you're being threatened. And this young man was bullied, apparently by a young man that was bigger than him. So go back and watch that monologue. As a matter of fact, be sure to pull clips from it. Feel free to clip some video from what you just, pull a couple minutes of the monologue, the commentary, and put it up right here on YouTube. It's a short on any platform. It's really powerful. Because we talk about bullying. We talk about violence in all of its forms, and it's multi-layered because no one deserves to die, but people do have a right to defend themselves. There are laws on the books. So just go back and watch that, okay? But it's Friday. We're going to have fun on Friday. As a matter of fact, it's not Friday. Your calendar may say Friday, Friday, but here it is Friday. Yay. Friday, right here, edition of the Geno Jones Show. Once again, everybody, like, share, subscribe, make it a Geno Jones Show binge watch weekend. There's no NBA Finals game tonight because the New York Knicks are in San Antonio playing the San Antonio Spurs on Saturday night. So tonight is a good night to go back and binge watch all my episodes from this week, this month, this year, all 5.5 years. So. But have a great weekend. Shout out to all Lil Duval from Duval County, Florida, Jacksonville. So Jacksonville is in Duval, and folks down there call it Duval County. Little comedian and actor Little Duval celebrating a birthday, 49 today. Almost a big nickel. All my Geminis celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday. Programming note, everybody. So this will be the final show in the studio for about a week. All right. However, we will be doing shows. I'll be doing shows on location. I'll record episodes. I'm going to upload them right here on my YouTube channel. I mentioned it. So once again, my oldest daughter, my firstborn, Boogie, Lauren. Boogie's having a baby. Boogie's having her first baby. It'll be my first grandchild, her first child. So my firstborn is having her firstborn. Hendrix. Spelled like Jimi Hendrix, Hendrix, Hendrix Blue, Bleu, Hendrix Blue Vaughn. That will be coming into the world. As a matter of fact, if he's if he's not coming out of that oven by probably next Thursday, then they will have to induce. They will. Well, they're hoping that they don't have to induce labor, but that's on the table. So everybody's excited. So I will be out there with my daughter and son-in-law and I'm excited to see my grandson. It sounds weird saying that. I never thought I'd be a grandparent. Wow, it sounds weird, but I have to confess, I'm excited. I was like in a state of shock because I never like the words me and grandparent. I never thought would come out of my mouth, but I digress. All right, listen, everybody. June is Black Music Month. It's Men's Health Awareness Month. A lot of things going on. Pride Month, and it's always Stop the Violence, even though it's not officially Stop the Violence. But every day, every episode, we empower the community. We lean into humanity, our common humanity. And coming up on June 20th, in the town of Hollywood, South Carolina, there's going to be an event called Stop the Violence Unity Day. Now, you will see, as a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, you see this handsome fella and this beautiful black queen. Of course, there's my good friend, Sheriff Alan Ali, and the Honorable Mayor Chardale Murray. Welcome, family. Welcome back to the show, because you all are a part of the Geno Jones Show family, and you guys have been on multiple times. Shout out to Mayor Murray, who's been a very big supporter and sponsor of the Geno Jones Show with Murray's Mortuary. So we thank you for supporting Black-owned businesses. That is so important. So I'm gonna need you all to do like Mayor Murray. She'll co-sign and telling you it's a wise investment to support Black-owned media and my media company. So I just want to thank you, Mayor Murray. I know I've thanked you face to face and on the phone, but I wanted to make sure that I did that and thanked you on camera. And you're huge just in terms of supporting the community, what you're doing in the town of Hollywood. You put your money where your mouth is, and you've always been, I've been here 21 years, and you've also been just a big supporter of Black-owned businesses, being a Black-owned business yourself, a very successful one. So just had to give you your props. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So we got June the 20th, Stop the Violence Unity Day. So I'm going to shut up, and I'm just going to toss the mic to you both. And whoever wants to go first, you've got the floor.
Well, I'll start off first on Captain Alan Ali, Charleston County Sheriff's Office, Community Engagement, which is the premier community engagement in the state of South Carolina. What an honor, privilege to be on your show, Mr. Jones. And of course, we have Mayor Murray have this fantastic, phenomenal event happening on the 20th of this month, this Stop the Violence rally, if you would, and a program, if you would. But one of the interesting part of this program is going to be this basketball game in which you have the greatest team assembled from the Charleston County Sheriff's Office up against some, I don't know, amateurs. I guess it's going to be amateur hour at the Apollo. But nevertheless, our Charleston County Sheriff's Office deputies will be taking all comers. And I think the first one we're going to dust off, if you would, is going to be the St. Paul. It's going to be the St. Paul's Fire Department. And then once we get past them, and I think, honestly, Mr. Jones, the last time I saw the line on Vegas, I think Vegas gave the sheriff's office 20 points, at least the minimum 20 points, in which we're going to take them. And then we're going to advance past them to take on, I guess, this other crew. What do they call themselves again? Baptist Hill, Over the Hill crew, or something like that, whatever the case may be. Once we dust off St. Paul's Fire Department, we're going to advance, and we're going to dust off the Baptist Hill, whatever they want to call themselves, and we're going to take home the trophy. So go ahead, Mayor Murray.
Well, wait a minute. I love this trash talk. Okay, well, hold on, Captain Ali,
yes,
with the Sheriff's Department. So, you know, yes, that's some big talk there. So, you know, the NBA Finals, they are going on. So what's the name? Yeah. What's the name of the team, the mascot? What is the
Well, we have, obviously for the Charleston County Sheriff's Office Community Engagement, we have Tactical Teddy and Tactical Tammy.
No, they're both gonna be out. So like we got the Knicks and Spurs in the final. So what's the team's name?
Oh no, we're gonna hold that until we get there.
Oh,
we're gonna hold that until we're gonna get there.
Oh, all right. Well,
I don't want to mess up with the line with Vegas, so we're gonna hold our name until we get there.
How can Vegas put you on the books if they don't know the name? come on, you in law enforcement, you understand that.
I don't. Hey, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, Mr. Jones. Okay. I don't know.
All right, I love the trash talk. So Mayor Murray, Listen, obviously you can cross-examine the witness here or counter. So I'll let you do that. But give us the origin story about your Stop the Violence Unity Day.
Yes.
Okay, so this event I'm putting together, like you say, is a day to have as a family fun day, a day of healing. Just to educate the individuals in the town. Like Captain Ali said, he does the community engagement for the town of Hollywood, and of course, I'm in funeral service. I'm gonna make sure that I bring the hearse out there because we're gonna bury them alive, right? So while I have him on, even though he was with the sheriff department,
Oh yes,
we're gonna kill them out there.
I love this. I love the trash talk. I love it.
But
Look at that red alert! Got a red alert right here. Go ahead.
But, we do have like a lot of organizations that's coming out there.
Yes.
We even have a pep rally. We have Bull, the dance team, come in for entertainment. We have a special guest.
Yes.
He's a professional basketball player too. So I'm just waiting to get confirmation.
Okay.
Things looking good. And,
not from the sheriff's office. Not from the sheriff's office.
Definitely not from the sheriff's office. No.
I don't know. The way Captain Ali's talking, he may need to put on. Y'all got to give him a uniform. Come out there as a ringer.
I'm actually a coach.
I was going to ask you, Captain
Coach
Ali,
Captain Ali. I'm gonna have my J's on. I'm gonna be coaching. Yeah.
But I challenged him to start it off with me. I played a little ball back in the day, but he wouldn't. So
my back.
So Mayor Murray, for somebody that was talking cash, now all of a sudden, I
told him let's make it start it off.
Ali, hopefully, well, I'm glad you didn't say you got bone spurs. At least you didn't do that.
Hey, I'm a lover, not a fighter. So there you go. But seriously, the event coming up, Unity Day. We got Robert Stunner. He's gonna be speaking, and some other folks gonna be out there. So of course, there's a serious
Butch Kennedy
emphasis on this. Yes, Butch Kennedy. And go ahead, Murray. Go ahead, Mayor. Please go ahead.
Well, we're gonna have MUSC, like they're gonna be helping people understand trauma, things like that.
Yes.
We're gonna have just friendly conversation, free health screening. They're gonna be doing checking your high blood pressure, cancer screening, et cetera. So we'll have the sheriff, of course, the sheriff department. Maybe they could, talk about public safety, different things like that. Some of the other nonprofits out there, Ayers Property should be out there, but it's so many going on from like 12 to 2. Then that's when we have the kickoff.
Where exactly is it going to be, Mayor Murray?
It's going to be at Baptist Hill Middle High. That's off Baptist Hill Road. I think the address is 5100. But it's Baptist Hill High. 5117.
In your town, the town of Hollywood, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Give us the origin story if you don't mind. And Captain, I want you to go ahead and make your point. Don't lose it. But I just wanted Mayor Murray kind of just give us the origin story and the inspiration for this mayor.
Well, just like I said, I want to work with like the sheriff department, so they can know who's the officer in the community, looking at supporting safer communities, bringing families together.
I love it.
Just having a brighter future for the youth. Sometimes people act accordingly. I want them to feel when they see Captain Ali, which the sheriff department, like I said, they're doing a good job out there. Even Sheriff Richie, we got coffee talk shop certain time of quarterly out in Hollywood. So think about when you're growing up, we could say, well, we know Captain Ali or Tammy the teddy bear. They come out to our senior citizens. So the sheriff department is doing a lot. So that's why I thought about putting on this, something for the community. And another reason why I want to put this together, which I'm gonna just ask for donation. It's a free event, but I ask for donation. When I go to other cities, they have like a pot to help families need. So like when we have, for example, when that storm came and families were displaced from their home, I want to start having a pot where even if they're not in my community, but they attend Baptist High School, where they're in the town of Hollywood, maybe we can place them up in a hotel for like a week or two, things like that. Or somebody need their home repair. We don't have to depend on a nonprofit organization or the assembly to help us. We can help the people in the community and things like that.
That is so beautiful, man.
I'm just thinking, I'm just trying this out.
Yes.
You have always thought outside of the box. You've been way ahead of the curve. I mean,
Extremely.
now we have terms of affordability in terms of, housing. The rent is too damn high, gas is too damn high.
Yeah.
But you've
Yeah.
always focused on issues, just everyday, uh, you know, quality of living
Right.
issues. Housing, like you said, if
Yeah.
people are in a bad way, if they need some financial support to, if something happened to their home, if they're homeless, if they need mental help. So I'm just giving you your props. Captain, go ahead and make your point. And then there's something I
Yes,
want to
sir.
ask you, but you go ahead and finish your thought.
Yes, Mayor Murray, it's so far ahead, her vision in that regard. I mean, and that really couples with the Charlton County Sheriff's Office and the vision of Sheriff Carl Ritchie. We've been to Meggett, Adams Run, Edisto, Hollywood, Ravenel, you name it, we've been there. Where hasn't a place the Sheriff's Office hasn't been? St. Paul's
Mhm.
Library, we have Coffee with the Cop, we have individual discussion, and we talk to seniors about scams, but now we come to the here on the 20th for this event. It's going to be a fun family event. There can be a lot of vendors, good food, good music, of course, the basketball game. And then you were saying earlier, the address, it's going to be on Baptist Hill. But once the Charlton County Sheriff's Office basketball team, the spectacular basketball team gets there, Baptist Hill is going to turn to Baptist Chill. Okay, so I'm
Oh
just
my
saying,
God.
we're turning the place out. So once we dust off, back to what I'm saying, once we dust off
Mm-mm-mm.
the St. Paul amateur hour at the Apollo, once we dust off St. Paul's Fire
Mm-mm-mm.
Department, we can advance and play whoever from Baptist Hill. I don't know who they're going to get from Baptist Hill, but we're going to dust them off and then bring home the trophy to the sheriff's office.
So Mayor
Uh,
Murray, if it's somebody that's not gonna put on the sneaks because he got a bad back, he talking a
Got
lot of
that
I
back.
smack. I
know,
love
right?
it.
A lot of stuff. I told you. I'm gonna have the hearse out there ready for him. And, so
I want to pivot to a serious matter. But
Right,
Captain Ali, you
right,
are in a very unique position to speak to this.
right,
Mayor Murray also can speak to it because Stop the Violence Unity Day. This where I'm going with this can lead to this. We unfortunately we know what happened here in South
right,
Carolina and Columbia. There was a verdict with our 14-year-old kid, 14, Cyrus Carmack Belton. What happened with him, and then there was no conviction. In Texas, you had the situation with the kid was only 17. Carmelo Anthony situation. It was a track meet, and there were some young men. They were peers around the same age that had been bullying him, and Carmelo had a knife, had basically pleaded with the bully to please leave me alone, escalated. Carmelo stabbed the kid. He died tragically, which was a tragic. Nobody should die. I gave a very comprehensive monologue, and I talked about bullying also because
right.
bullying can be
Mhm.
dangerous and very harmful and dangerous, not just to the
Right,
victim, but to the bully. And I shared a personal story about a bullying experience that I encountered when I was 10 or 11 or 11 or 12 that almost ended tragically for the bully. Had my
wow,
mother not had like a vision to basically move a weapon that I knew was in the house. So you all may have probably would have never met me. So it would have been a tragedy all along. And here I was 11, 10, 11, 12 years old.
right,
But a lot of parents, and there's a lot of conversation, especially among parents of black children, um,
right.
especially sons, but daughters also. These were two young men. They say, and I'm sure you've heard it, Captain Ali.
Yes, sir.
What do I tell my son? Because these are the conversations kids are now coming back to their parents and grandparents and aunts
Right,
and uncles. So if I'm being bullied or if I feel threatened,
right. I'm glad you.
do I
Good.
have a right to defend myself? I'm kind of adding my own little. Uh, I'm adding my own perspective to this because I don't know if I'm sure it probably has been conversations, and I
Right,
mentioned this last night, including South Carolina. I know in many southern states there are stand your ground laws
right,
on the books that
mhm.
basically say that a person has a right to stand their ground. So
right,
kids are asking their parents, well, if I'm threatened, do I have a right to defend myself? But if I defend myself, and if it leads to a tragedy, will it will a jury see my situation as self-defense or not? And I'm sure you've probably seen and heard some of the questions. Some people have probably asked you. So what would you say to those young people and the parents, Captain Ali?
Well, right. Quite honestly, obviously, I'm not able to give a legal opinion in that regard. But as you and I are having this conversation, and Mayor Murray's on the other line, if you would, I'm right here in the Wayland subdivision. There's a basketball game happening here to my left. I have one of my mentees. Actually, he used to go to school out there in Adams Run. Now he's over at Baptist Hill. And he's one of my mentees. And the same thing I tell him, like I tell these children out here and my own children, live to see another day and walk away. Now, obviously, circumstances are different on each occasion, but that's always been my overall message. And that's going to be my message come the 20th on a real talk. Live to see another day and walk away, if anything, because this person or you might be of this attitude, a gun, a knife, and so on and so forth. And I think Robert Stunner could really speak to attest to that, and Butch Kennedy. But I have to emphasize that over and over again. Live to see another day and just walk away.
And as a mentor that I know you are, Brother Ali, Captain Ali, because I know we have worked together speaking to young people. What do you say to young people, young men who are bullies? Because we know that, really bullying behavior is just really masking for, cowardice or other issues that people are dealing with. So when you realize that a young person is bullying, what's the conversation that you would just have, not just as a law enforcement, but just as a man, speaking to a young man, as a mentor, someone with wisdom and guidance to help them from that destructive behavior?
Yes, Mr. Jones. I think that we heard the old adage, hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
And sometimes, their backstory, we don't fully know their backstory. I've had conversations with bullies, and once they tell me their backstory, I get it. Of course, I can't disclose, obviously.
Of course.
But hurt people. They're hurting.
And what do you tell them to overcome that, to stop that destructive behavior, and how to deal with that pain and trauma? What do you tell them to do?
I actually steer them somewhere else. Those who have expertise. Now, I can only say so much, but Captain Ali's level can go only so far. There are people out there more well-versed than I am.
Deal with mental health, trauma, yes.
And mental, exactly. And in fact, that's going to be shown, segue into that, coming to the 20th. Those people will be there. Those are the experts. So thank you again, Mayor Murray, for bringing this program on the 20th together, because now it gives an opportunity for those in Hollywood, Adams Run, Meggett, Ravenna, Edisto, and all the surrounding areas, not only to see the greatest basketball team ever assembled, just throwing it out there, but you have all these other resources also going to be there.
So you all would have beat the 97 Bulls or the 2017, was it 2017 Warriors?
The 97 Bulls, you say? I think.
Nah, I didn't think so. Sometimes not saying anything says everything.
It would have been close. It would have been close.
It would have been close.
Like that.
Like what, about 50 points maybe?
51, who's counting?
or maybe they would have like growing up in the Midwest, we played softball, and it was a slaughter rule. Like if you were losing by so many runs, it was like the game is over. Slaughter rule. Yeah.
we had Jordan walk off the court. Like, take those red sneakers out of here.
Mayor Murray, go ahead. We know you wanted to say something to the last subject we were talking about.
And it's like Captain Ali says, a sticky situation. I got a 17-year-old son that could have been my child, but like I always told my son, never be bullied. If somebody should bully him, let the teacher know, or, I'll come to the school. But it's all about respect. That is just a sad situation. It goes back to the laws too from, I was following the story a little, but that goes back to, you got to change the people who are in office when it comes to these destructive policies,
Yes.
So if you're not going to change, that's why who you put in office make a big difference too.
Yes,
when it
indeed.
comes to the laws.
That's why voting
So
matters. I was having this
it does
conversation
matter.
even with Bush Kennedy, and we were talking about speaking to young people. I said, listen, this is an opportunity to explain to young men why it's important to vote, because they looked at the situation in Texas, and there were no African Americans on the jury. Here in South Carolina, there were five, at least five. But I told him, I said, well, listen, here's a reason why if you feel there was injustice done, especially in Texas, there were no black jurors. Well, how do you become a juror? You have to register to vote. So for no other reason, you need to register to vote so you and people that look like you can sit on a jury. And in a lot of cases, judges, this judge gave this kid, I think the range was anywhere from 5 years to like
35,
life.
something like
And he
that.
gave him 35 years, no prior offense, like an A student has been accepted in college. So once again, I said, listen, that judge was elected, all right? Now, why do you vote? So make sure that judge does not sit in that chair because you or one of your friends could wind up in that same situation and you have to stand in front of that judge. So I really put it right there where they could get it and can connect it in a practical way and say, oh man, oh, they all the same, and I don't do politics. I said, well, politics will do you whether you want to or not.
Yeah. Yeah, because trouble is easy to get into and hard to get out.
Say
That's
that.
what I tell my son all the time. That's
You
perfect
sound-
example.
You sound like my grandfather, Conway Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I heard that 1,000 times. Trouble is, and my grandmother, trouble's easy to get
Easy
into
to get in.
and hard to get out. So,
Yeah.
all right, so June 20th, Stop the Unity Day, Stop the Violence Unity Day out in the town of Hollywood. So, Captain Ali, I'll give you the last word from your perspective, and then, of course, the Honorable Mayor will give the Queen there. She'll have the final word.
Well, everyone knows about the Charleston County Sheriff's Office, community engagement, which is a premier community engagement in the state of South Carolina. And now we have a basketball team that's been assembled. And I think Vegas has gave us, I think the line just changed to 25 points. We're not static. We're not static. We're dynamic. We're not good. We're great. We're not average. We're awesome. And so when we arrive in Hollywood on the 20th, Baptist Hill is now going to turn to Baptist Chill. So we're looking forward to seeing everyone there. I want people to, on a serious tip, I want people to bring their families out there. It's a family fun day, but it's also a learning event. Robert Stone is going to be speaking. Butch Kennedy is going to be there. The mayor is going to be, and so many honorable people are going to be there. Please come out on the 20th.
And Mayor Murray?
Yeah. And again, actions speak louder than words. I don't have to say a whole lot,
I know.
Okay.
Just make sure you get some video, because he talking a lot of what. And so if that blows up in his face, we need to make sure it's documented on video.
Definitely, I will be live.
I know you will.
The service might be bad, but I will be live. But like you said, it's a day of fun. Just trying to strengthen the community. The event is from 12 to 4. Like I told you, the first 2 hours we'll do our different sessions where there's cancer screening, probably registering the kids, etc. Like I said, we'll have the food trucks out. Maybe we'll have Butch and Robert Smith, which better known as Stunner, speaking, or whoever else, and we'll have our special guest there. He's supposed to be Aaron Neesmith. I think he's with the Pacers or something.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
there's another guy I can't remember.
Yeah.
We got some. Yeah, so we want the kids to come out and see. Hey, if they can do it. Cool. Well, Aaron knows they can do it too.
Yeah, and
so,
he's from the Low Country and won a championship.
Yeah.
Was with the Celtics, and then I think last season he played with the Indiana Pacers. So wonderful.
That's right.
Captain Ali with the Charleston County Sheriff's Department. Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, please take a good look at it now, because it's not gonna be the same once
I
you
know,
get
love
Hollywood.
it. So Mayor Murray, he
Look at that.
he told me. So he told me he was a coach. He come on looking like a black Pat Riley. He got his, took his suit jacket off, but he got his suit and tie on, looking like an NBA head coach. I will see.
Oh yeah.
Actually, he look a lot like Mike Brown, the Knicks head coach.
Yeah.
Hey, wait! I'm a Celtics fan. Hold on now. Don't hit me with that now.
Oh,
But,
okay.
hey,
All right. That's all right.
It is.
We'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what the Celtics do.
Yes, sir.
Mayor Murray, just you're awesome, and I've told you so many times. The town of Hollywood, South Carolina, specifically, but the Low Country and the state of South Carolina is lucky to have people like you in office, and you are truly. Since I've met you,
Absolutely.
you have always. One thing I learned, Captain Ali, when I got here,
Yes,
and
sir.
I knew this before I got here. There are politicians and public servants. Now the truth is,
Right.
politicians are almost by job description. Your job is to serve the public and to do everything you can in terms
Absolutely.
of legislation and fighting to pass legislation and laws to make your constituents, whoever,
Right.
whatever area, district, state,
Yeah.
county, city, country that you serve, you're supposed to make their job better. Full stop.
Right.
But there's a difference between a politician and a public servant.
Right.
Yes.
I first met Mayor Murray. She was in the state house, and
Right.
she is even but when she was not in the state house, even before she became mayor, nothing changed. She was still serving the community, being a public servant. So you're a great example, Mayor Murray. So, like
Thank
I
you.
said, the town is really blessed to have you. The event is free, correct?
That's correct.
Great.
Okay, the event is free. Baptist Hill High School. What's 50? Did you say 5100? What is that again?
5117 Baptist Hill Road.
Okay, and listen, everybody, just type Baptist Hill High School into your navigation. You got the Waze or
Exactly.
whatever you got in your car, Apple, Google Maps. Just type that in. And that's a Saturday, am I correct?
Yeah, that's
Saturday.
a Saturday. Next
June,
Saturday.
Next Saturday,
Next
June
time.
20th.
Okay.
From noon until 4 p.m. So, Mayor Murray, I'm apologizing to you and to Captain Ali. You know, I would not miss it, but like I'll be out there with my daughter. So,
No, understandable.
Yeah,
And
I-
And
congratulations.
congratulations.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. So I'm pretty excited. But I know you got some other events coming up, Mayor Murray. So you know that you'll call me.
Oh, yeah. Well, we
or
got
I'll
4th
call
of
and
July.
bug you. No, go ahead. Say
Yeah.
that again.
So the next event will be, our 4th of July fireworks. That's on the 2nd. And that's from 5 to 9.
Okay, well, you
Okay.
need to. Okay, you reach out to me. Call me later tonight or tomorrow if you need me.
Okay.
If you want me to be a part of that, because I will be here now. Because I thought I was going to be in Atlanta, but I'm going to stay here
Okay.
because Allie, my youngest daughter, she basically she's got to work. So there's no way I was going to leave her here by herself because her mom is. Okay, so we got you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I know you
Thank you.
both got meetings or events to go back, so I'm gonna let you all run.
Yes.
I didn't mean to keep you
All
that
right.
long. Thank you both.
No worries.
May God continue to bless and have favor on you both. Thank you so much. Captain Ali with the Charleston County Sheriff's Office and the Honorable Mayor Chardale Murray, the town of Hollywood, South Carolina. Thank you guys.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Take care.
They both are really wonderful people, and I love working with both of them. I've been working with both of them for a while. All right, everybody, enjoy your weekend. Have a great weekend. Shout out to Allie Jones. She is the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check her out on Instagram at her Lexi Jones Collection, LX.NCL_. LX.NCL_. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram or IG, Kelby Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. Please like, share, subscribe. It's so important that you click the like button. It's so important that you share. You can share, copy and paste the link, share it on all your social media pages, share it on all the social media pages of everybody else you know. Encourage them to do that. Tell them to please leave your comments in the comment section. That's so important. That will help not just this show and my YouTube channel, it will help my media company. It is so important to support Black-owned businesses. Many companies now are afraid to financially support Black-owned businesses, including Black-owned media, like they used to, because they are afraid of this current regime. But the bottom line is, it's clear that we, as a community, Black Americans, African Americans, so it's clear we are all we got. But the truth is, we are all we need, and we have everything we need when we come together and we invite our brothers and sisters of whatever ethnicity, because race is a made-up social construct. That's what social scientists say. It's a construct. It was constructed to divide people. It's really, it is a con game. All right, because really there's one race, the human race, and all humans, humans as we know, mankind, the original humans originated and came from the land that we now know as Africa. So that's a whole nother. So no matter what your ethnicity is, European, Asian, Ireland, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Germany, France, Russia, India, China, I go on and on. You know, when you get through and you do your little 23andMe and Ancestry.com and trace your African ancestry and keep going, go all the way back. All the way back. See, people usually stop, especially Europeans. They'll stop, oh, in Europe, okay, but like your great-great-great-grand, trace their DNA. Keep going back and see how far it goes back and where their great-great-great-great-grandparents came from. That's a whole nother conversation. So, now, next week, no official in-studio live show. I will be with my daughter, like you heard me talking, my oldest daughter, having her first child. I will be recording episodes. All right, so I won't be recording episodes every day. I will be recording episodes, so you'll know, and I'll pop on social media. I'll be doing so the Geno Jones Show live on location, out of the studio next week. So you will see a couple episodes, at least 2 or 3, maybe more. But we will be back in the studio in about a week, a little over a week, because the holiday's almost here too. So just thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. Once again, if you want to support the show financially, first of all, I'd love to have you as a sponsor or to advertise on the Geno Jones Show. Now, you can do that. You can reach out to me. Just shoot me an email. Send me an email, Geno Jones Show. I have a Gmail account, Geno Jones Show @Gmail. That's how you spell it. That's why I am pointing at this, all right? Now, you can support the show. Of course, you can be a sponsor. You can advertise. So you can run your television commercials if you have a television commercial or just a digital video ad in the MP4 format. Send me that. Reach out to me. Shoot me an email at my Gmail, Geno Jones Show @Gmail, all one word together. I'll get you all the sponsorship information, all the advertising package information. You can also support the show financially via Zelle or Cash App. No amount is too small or too large. You can support the show financially via Zelle using my Gmail, Geno Jones Show, all one word. That's how you spell it, Geno Jones Show @gmail.com. Or you can use Cash App to support the show and my media company financially. $ Dad G Jones, $ capital D, lowercase a.d, capital G J, lowercase ONES. $ Dad G Jones. Have a great weekend. So we'll be back in the studio live in a little over a week. However, the Geno Jones Show live on location. Let me get it together. That's right, the Geno Jones Show. I was going to say, what do I want to call it? It'll be the Geno Jones Show live on location next week. So look out for that. In the meantime, the Geno Jones Show is available. All of my episodes right here. 5.5 years of episodes. So you can binge watch this week, last month, last year, 5.5 years ago. Every episode is right here on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. So we'll be back in the studio in a little over a week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. I love you. Love, real love. It's not a noun. I don't give a damn what the dictionary says. Real love, like Mary J. Blige said, real love. Sky had a song, Real Love, too. Real love, it is a verb. It is all about action. It is an action word. Show your love by your action and behavior, and I love you. Once again, thanks to Cook County, the Captain Alan Ali with the Charleston County Sheriff's Office, and the Honorable Mayor Chardale Murray of the town of Hollywood, South Carolina, and the CEO of Murray's Mortuary, big sponsor of the Geno Jones Show. All right, I love you guys. All right, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, support the show financially. Zelle, Cash App, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Shoot me an email. Love to have you as a sponsor or advertiser, part of the Geno Jones Show family.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.